Hello, my soul brothers and soul sisters. This is the Ron Smith Investigating Show, where we separate the real from the fake, the fact from fiction, and give you the winner's edge. And sometimes we are able to turn your water into wine. Today, we're going to have episode 2 of The Talk. One of the things that I know that happens in the minority community is there's a wealth gap. And we're talking about finance, and we talk about money, we're talking about as Wu Tang say, cream. Cash rules everything around me. Dollar bills, y'all. And one of the things that can separate the wealth gaps is the lack of knowledge. In the scripture, in the Bible, it talks about my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And I know for sure that lack of knowledge is the reason why I had to go into my studies. And I'm just not talking about off the top of my head. I actually went and studied the masters of the financial game. And the book that I'm holding up is called the Prosperity Bible, the greatest writings of all times of the secrets to wealth and prosperity. I just want to read some of the books that's in this Prosperity Bible. Think and Grow Rich, Acres of Diamonds, A Message to Garcia, As a Man Thinketh, The Game of Life and How to Play It, The Science of Getting Rich, Creative Minds and Success, Prosperity, the In Tune with the Infinite, The Master Key System, The Secret of Success, The Art of Money Getting, The Way of Wealth, The Secret of the Ages, The Conquest of Poverty, How to Attract Success, The Power of Concentration, How to Grow Success, The Mental Equivalent. All these books I've read over the last 20 odd years. Plus, in my next episode, we're going to be talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But today, one of the things that I experienced as a second lieutenant, I realized that all my graduating class, we were making the same amount of money. But one of the things I noticed when I was going on Camp Pendleton's California base was my peers driving up in Porsches, baby Mercedes, Corvettes. And when I went to purchase a car, the car that I really wanted, I couldn't get because of my credit scores. And one of the secrets that I found out later was that these guys were authorized users on their parents' account for the last 10 years. And basically, I was given a credit card in college with no job. So of course, I abused it because I didn't understand that basically with a credit card, you only want to use 30% of what's I exceeded the limit because I used more than 30%. And plus, these guys from, let's say, teenagers to when they were 19, 20 years old had a credit score from, 720 to almost 820, which is the max. And they were one of those favorite for purchasing a vehicle. So the vehicle that I wanted, like the Corvette, I couldn't get because of my credit score. So being an authorized user is one of the things that their parents taught them. One of the things I know, we don't have that discussion in the minority community. And in order to really shorten this wealth gap, we need to have this discussion about money. And so I will be doing a series on, money, what it is, how to use it, and also setting up a legacy plan and how you be able to do that. One of the things I'm going to talk about today is more of the material use of money. But one of the things that we're going to discuss in detail is that money is actually a spiritual thing. And you probably say, why would I say that money is a spiritual thing? Money is a spiritual thing is that, think about it. When you have money, you feel better about yourself and your situation. When you don't have money, you feel you get in your feeling, you feel some kind of way that you wouldn't feel as confident in yourself. So is it because of the things that you have that give you that feeling, or the things that you feel that you don't have that give you that feeling? Because actually it's the thought and the concept of money is really reason why I say that as a spiritual thing. I agree with one of the economists said that the invention of money belongs in the same category of electricity, uh, the invention of the wheel, and the computer chips. Because think about it, prior to actually having coins and paper money, we had we used a barter system, which means basically in some countries they use shells, and some countries they use stone wheels, and some uh, people actually use strings of beads for transaction and bartering. So think about it. If you had a cow and you wanted to trade that for some goods and services, you would only be able to you are limited by how you be able to move that cow. Now, if you think about it, before we the invention of trucks and vehicles to move from that cow, you would have to really pull it along to the market. So purchase your grain, your dairy products, your meat, etc., etc. So the invention of money actually made it a couple of things. It made it more durable, more portable, more uh, divisible, uniformity, and it actually, with the Federal Reserve as we have it now, is regulated and is more accepted. So basically, think about it. If you had a cow on a long trip to market, whether you put it in a wagon, you had a horse and carriage, uh, that that cow can become sick, and it might even die on you through the whole process. So that wouldn't work as far as having a money and the denomination. And as far as having a stack of money, it's easier to bring that stack of money to you on a cross country trip than carrying a cow with you. So that's be more portable and more divisible, meaning basically I can take a $20 bills, I can break it down into tens, I can bring it down to five, and I can bring it down to ones, or even take it down to the coins. Uniformity. Uh, One size don't fit all. I mean, sometimes you have a small, medium, large. You have calves. So basically, you don't have the same price that you can actually regulate. And acceptability. Think about it. If you were let's say, a performing artist, and you need your car repaired, you can go to a auto shop and set up a concert, because basically that's not how they receive their income. So basically, if a auto shop owner even wanted to help you, he would find that more difficult without having the cash money. So that's one of the things that the invention of money brings. So money brings two, three forms. First, as you know, and we don't often think about it, that money is a medium of exchange, which means that basically it's acceptable because the United States government said that we're going to be able to back this denomination, and it has a stored value. The same $20 bill that I can use in Virginia is the same $20 bills that basically I can use in New York or in Los Angeles. So it has the same stored value, and it has the same unit of counting, which means that basically I can ask for change for 20 in New York and LA, and I get the same amount. So we have those things that what money brings us. Now, one of the things that we're going to be discussing from this point in the next episode is how money is earned or created, how you go about managing your money, how you go about leveraging your money, how you talk about protecting what you earn and leverage and manage, and what is your legacy that you want to bring. Those are things that when we have the discussion, especially with our children, we have to talk about the earning and the creating. So we have to even break that out, which means that basically if you have a job, you earn so much money. If you're a supervisor of several employees, you earn a little bit more money. And if you are a person who create a platform that somebody can actually build on as for communicating this whole concept, you make more money. And if you are a creator of a system such as Microsoft, Meta, IBM, etc., the skies is the limit to what you can make. Managing your money is basically, you have to know what your assets and your liabilities are. You have to realize what your items on your balance sheet. You have to realize how to budget your money, and those things that we need to talk about to our children in detail. And then we're talking about leverage in our money. We use leverage every day. And at the top of the show, I mentioned about buying a car. And in order to buy let's say a $50,000 car, I have to put lease down between 10 and 20% down, which means that then I have I don't own the car, but I have access to something that I can't pay the $50,000 on. The same thing regarding a home. Leverage is that you put your 20% down on a home, and you have access to that home until you pay out the duration of that mortgage. That is what you call leverage. Protection is we don't think about it as much as health insurance, car insurance, house insurance, and those things. But those things are a part of our protection. And also, and we're going to talk about in details in the future episodes, is insurance, life insurance. Of course, I recommend whole life insurance, even though that's more expensive, and I'm going to get in more in details in future episodes why that is more important than just getting term life. And then we need to talk about building a legacy. And part of your legacy is easier than what you think is, and I will share some tools on how you be able to overcome some things that you didn't think about, or things that we know that are very important, and how generational wealth is established. So basically, that is our show for tonight. I really thank you for your time and listening. But this is a subject that is really near and dear to me, and we're going to get more into it. And all my concepts that I'm going to talk about come from people who have done it the best in the past. And like I said before, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is one of the tools that I will be talking about more in the next episode. So thank you for your time. Make sure you get some self-care in. Until next time, much love to you.